Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Unmatched set of For King and Country, which is a combination of the three Marvel characters, Black Widow, Black Panther, and Winter Soldier. So, I think I first heard of this one when they, I guess I don't know, I'm probably not in the loop as much as some people that are big Unmatched fans, but I believe I heard of this at the same time as their other Marvel set that they released a little bit ago, that we also have an unboxing for, and that's the Squirrel Girl set, Miss Marvel, and oh no, I'm blanking. Is it Captain Marvel? Oh boy, now I don't remember off the top of my head. But I was a little bit more personally excited about this one. I really love the Winter Soldier, and Black Panther and Black Widow, I'm sure, are going to be a lot of fun to play as well. I think it's more I actually knew of these characters because I'm probably not a true Marvel fan. I don't know much about the comics and kind of those characters, whereas these have all been in the MCU movies that's my way of really knowing Marvel. So I was a little bit more excited about this one personally. So now that I've got this one, I'm really excited. I think it might actually be my favorite Marvel set, and we've actually got them all right here. So yeah, the Teen Spirit one, Squirrel Girl, oh yeah, Cloak and Dagger, that's why I did not remember. Because I'd at least heard of Miss Marvel, and I feel like Squirrel Girl's kind of the very memorable name there. Not reading comics and stuff, I don't really know who Cloak and Dagger are. I'm sure they're very cool in the comics. But yeah, and then I've heard of some of these other characters in the Hell's Kitchen and Redemption Row, which we also have some unboxings for. But I think this is the one I'm most excited about. So we've got the rule book here, which I don't remember if this set has any particular special rules in it, but usually their rule books are pretty similar from rule book to rule book, and then kind of if they've got any new things or changes to anything, they usually have that towards the back of the rule book. It's usually a pretty solid rule book. But then one of my favorite parts about each Unmatched set are the dials that you get for each character. I feel like they always do a really good job at kind of putting the color combinations together for these. And I really personally love the artwork in all the Unmatched. And it looks like there's more of these tokens which are used on the maps or on the boards, which I think I've seen in, I don't know if it's been every Marvel set, but it may be. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't remember off the top of my head if they're in everyone. But yeah, we got Black Widow, and then we've got Mariah Hill. Then we've got Shuri and Black Panther, and then the Winter Soldier's by himself. So yeah, I'm excited for those dials. Then we've got the board, which I feel like I have to continue to play a lot of Unmatched to really get a feel for which boards I really like and which ones I may not like as much, or kind of get a feel for which boards are good for which types of characters. I think I still got a ways to go. I know there's some people that can look at a map and immediately know, like, oh, this is going to be good for this character. But yeah, I really love these sides of the map. I think this is why I love Unmatched so much, is because it's very easy to know the line of sight based on either being, adjacent to the fighter that you're trying to attack or being in the same zone. Say the zones are very easy to distinguish from one another. I think there might be a couple maps where they've got a couple colors that are pretty close, which I maybe would have changed personally, but yeah, otherwise I got this ringed version if you want to see kind of some of the artwork. But I typically like to just use this side. And I do like, I'm not sure for colorblind because this is very, I don't know, it's not the easiest thing to see, but all of them have kind of their own patterns as well. And I think that's for color blindness. And I guess I'm not sure, maybe that's their colors they use are also colorblind friendly, but I'm not sure on that one personally. So it looks like we've got a couple sets of these, put those dials together, and then we can get right into the sidekicks here first off. And I like the tokens that they use in Unmatched. I know it'd be cool to kind of have minis of the sidekicks. I think some people do make them, which is pretty cool. Maybe someday I'll see if I can find a way to print off some minis, but I like these tokens quite a bit as well. And then it makes it a little easier to see kind of, okay, that's the sidekick versus kind of the main character you're trying to go after. So it makes it just a little bit easier to know that versus if they're all minis. Might be a little bit more difficult. And I know a lot of people paint their stuff as well, which I have never painted anything, so I don't know. I love the way that these all look, so I don't know that I'd want to accidentally mess them up. But then we got Winter Soldier's deck here. I usually don't do too close of a look, but I'll just kind of go through them quickly. Because I like to, the first time I play them, I like to just be a little surprised. So we got the Winter Soldier, who's a ranged character, Brainwashed. Effects on Winter Soldier's cards cannot be cancelled. Wow. That's pretty good. Black Widow's mission. So I think that's what they've done with a couple of these. They kind of put them in the same thing, making it like, oh, where is that card? So this looks like it's related to Black Widow. We'll just put that there for now. Like I said, I love the artwork on all of these. It's one of my favorite elements of the whole game. Their cards and the art is just awesome. I love it. And every time I question, I don't know if it's the same artist every time. I really should look to see if it is. If it's one artist, I should really shout them out. But I guess I haven't really looked, and I kind of feel like it might be it should be multiple artists, because there are some different feels, but they all well, I have to think, do all of them feel like they're in the same world? I think so. They feel like they could be in the same world. I'm not just talking like the Marvel ones, but like all the characters in Unmatched. We got Black Panther here. It's a melee character, but you got Shuri, who's ranged. We got the Vibranium Suit. Whenever you boost, draw a card. Cards stored in your Vibranium Suit can only be used to boost. Interesting, interesting. And then we got that suit that we talked about. When an effect lets you store a card in your Vibranium Suit, place it here so the boost value is showing. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to get some boosts out of him. Just some more cool artwork. And I think they always, I mean, I don't know all the characters when I unbox them and whatnot, but it always gives me a vibe. You know, the artwork always has kind of a vibe to it that typically feels like, oh yeah, that feels like that character. You know, like this has got more of a blackish, purplish, dark kind of almost nightmare dreamish look to it. Which I think it fits the Black Panther. Yeah, I like that. I'm excited already for both of those. I'm excited to see what how that vibranium suit will work. Have to see kind of how the cards actually, how often you can kind of boost that or throw the boost cards there. It'll be interesting to see how that works. But I'm hoping to see how that'll play out. Effects on Winter Soldier's cards cannot be cancelled. Wow, that seems pretty strong. But I don't know. Don't know what kind of cards he's got. So we've got Black Widow, who's ranged, and we got Maria Hill, who's also ranged. Mission ready. Before drawing your starting hand, add the Moscow Protocol card to your hand. Then shuffle your deck and draw 5 cards. Your starting hand is 6 instead of 5. Okay, Moscow Protocol. So we're going to start with this one. So we got Black Widow's missions, which when you acquire a new mission, reveal cards from the top of your deck one at a time until you reveal a new mission card. Add that mission card to your hand, then shuffle the other cards you revealed back into your deck. If you do not have any missions left in your deck, you do not acquire a new mission. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this works. It looks like you've got several missions there. And then yeah, we got some good looking artwork again. Some nice cards. Interesting. Is she a robot? I have no idea. I am not sure. Yeah. This sounds exciting too. I like when you're kind of manipulating or looking at your deck for a certain card. I'm interested to see how the missions go. I guess it kind of makes me think of the Sinbad's, what are they? Now I'm totally blanking. Voyages? Kind of makes me think of that, but I don't know if that's going to be a similar thing or not. Yeah, so we got Black Widow. Looks like she's ready to whoop some butt. And then we've got the Winter Soldier. He looks ready as well. He looks kind of angry. And we got Black Panther. He's ready just to attack with his bare hands. He's going to claw somebody up. Yeah, so that's everything inside this for King and Country Unmatched box. So I'm really excited to try these characters out. I thought at first I was going to be most excited about Winter Soldier, but they all sound pretty exciting. I think I might want to try Black Panther and see kind of how that vibranium suit works. But then, yeah, the missions too. I can't wait to get these ones to the table. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on if you've tried this one, how they compare to other ones, where you think they kind of rank in the Unmatched kind of lore. But otherwise, I hope to see you on the next video, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.